I wanted to bring up meditation. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like every person that I met that meditates religiously and really does it every day, a certain time, they have issues.
Mika Cardoso does it.
No, I completely
you know what I
disagree
mean?
with that. But maybe they maybe they got into it because they have issues and they're trying to find ways to help that out.
Who?
I don't feel like I need to sit down.
Have you ever tried it?
Yes, so many times.
Successfully, dude. It's something that takes
I've done
time.
I did 5 minutes and I built up to 10 and then 15, but I don't feel like I'm someone that needs that because I find meditation in other things.
Okay, that's it.
Like when I
maybe
cook,
maybe
you're
no. So you're meditating in a different way.
Yeah.
So when you go on a walk, you can practice mindful meditation. A lot of people practice meditation without knowing it, and I struggle with the conscious meditation where I sit there. Till this day, I struggle, and my biggest goal is to make that part of my lifestyle like fitness is, because I believe mental exercises are just as important as physical exercise. Because the more you read about it, you see all the people who got it down and all the successful people and just everything about it. It's so healthy.
When we talk about meditation, I link it a lot to being able to sleep and rest, right? So like my meditation objective, if you put it in a way, is to be able at night to lay down in my bed, read a book, and be able to stop thinking about anything else but me to fall asleep. So that's why I meditate, in order to train my brain in a way that I can say, you know what? We have a container stock in customs. I will not think about that tonight because I'm gonna rest. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow and take care of that tomorrow.
I'm not thinking about it because I know you're thinking about it.
Yeah.
And I only started really consistently doing it this year, January, and that's my biggest benefit thus far.
Yes.
I have heard it takes 60 full hours of cumulative meditation to get to the next level. Then you have to do a course. There's levels, and I'm very far away from 60 hours, but the sleep is definitely one good aspect that has worked for me, is being able
for me, for example, I sleep fine without meditation. I think because there's two
you don't
things.
give a shit about life.
Yes, maybe.
Yeah,
no,
because you're apathetic and don't care about the world.
There's two things that I learned a long time ago when I had a lot of issues with business and stuff. Number one is how to let go of things. I learned that pretty young, and then number two is how to not react to things. And I think those two things, those two skills that I've developed, have helped me kind of be able to just move on and segregate and compartmentalize my life and what happens in it. So I can sleep well. I have time to think about where I am, what I do wrong objectively without judging or reacting or getting angry.
Yeah, the non-reactive aspect of the meditation, not to react, that is one of my biggest issues, and less now, but reacting to any action, to whatever happened, I think that's one of the biggest aspects of meditation. When you control that non-reactive skill, something happened, and instead of me reacting to that immediately without thinking and just base it on emotions and doing something that I cannot take back, you stop. And you at least you count to 10 at least, or 20 seconds. Those small things, I think, is what meditation will help you to do. I mean, if you are already there, it's because you have been meditating in different ways, maybe cooking or maybe doing something else. For me, one aspect of meditation that I don't know if it's meditation or not, but I started doing in 2020 mostly, is I start reading much more at night. So before going to bed, of course, you do the whole no phone 2 hours before, 3 hours before.
I just want to add, there's a lot of type A personality people like Erwan who are just allergic to the word meditation. I don't understand why. It's a really normal thing. So meditation, another word that can be synonymous with it is non-reactionary conditioning practice. I just made that up. It's something like that.
Yeah.
You're just training yourself to be non-reactionary.
Sorry, let me finish my idea before I was talking about reading, so I want to finish that idea. It's pretty important for the podcast. Okay.
There you go.
So basically,
and they say I'm that asshole, right? Now you see the true colors.
No, just I wanted to say, and it's in line with that, is that I find meditation in reading a lot. Being able to isolate my brain and just focus on what I'm reading. Mm-hmm. It's a way for me to be able to train my brain and say, you know what, you are only focusing on what is happening in this book, and then I sleep much better. So I'm reading around 1 hour to 2 hours before going to bed instead of watching TV, and that changed completely the way I rest. Of course, I never been a good sleeper, so I still, having challenges when it comes to sleep. I wake up at night, or maybe I don't sleep that deep sometimes. But things like that, that's why, like, when you said, like, meditation doesn't mean you put 10 minutes an app and you hear and then you meditate. It can be meditating in different ways, like cooking. For me, reading, it's a way of meditating. But I think one aspect that is super important, and it's against meditation, is our phones. I think being in your phone or
unless
computer,
you're using an app that guides you to meditate.
So you're
but you're not on your phone.
No,
you
as
just
long as
leave
you're
the phone there.
passively using your
Yes,
phone,
but
yeah.
just being in your phone, like either reading emails, social media, whatever. For me, that impacts my brain in a completely opposite way as meditation does.
How I find meditating is, I find the best ways to walk through nature. There's so many forms of meditation. David Beckham, when we interviewed him, which we never got the footage to release, which I'm still waiting for this footage, but we had a very intimate sit down with him like this, and his form of meditation is folding clothes. And it's like, this dude doesn't need to fold clothes. He probably has people do that for him, but this is where he is able to, I guess, focus and clear his mind and heal, which is it's very interesting.
And connecting meditation with the child, for me, being alone with Ilan in the morning for an hour and a half.
That's like a meditation.
It's like a meditation because
it's like being in flow
present.
state. Flow state.
Being meditation is being present. The long story short for meditation is be present. Don't think about the past. Don't think about the future. Live the present. Like being there, being with Ilan when she wakes up for the first hour and a half that nobody bothers us. It's just the two of us. It's sort of a meditation. And after that we go for a walk, right? So it's a continuous flow that we are just the two of us, and it's kind of like you are living the present. You are actually present what is happening. So I just realized that being with Ilan in the morning can be also a sort of meditation.
Definitely. What is your best form of meditation?
I feel like I'm very calm already, and like I said, I'm very each time I cook something or when I work out.
Yeah, cooking is therapeutic.
That's usually when I kind of think about things. Working out for me is a big one. And then especially the 30 minutes after working out, that's when my mind is at its most open, it's most creative. And that's why I always tell people working out, it's not necessarily about having a six-pack. I do it every day because it just makes you feel good.
It brings mental clarity.
Yeah.
No, but also I see you put your headphones and you start working your computer and you're so focused. That can even be a way of meditation.
Yeah.
Like you really
true.
Like when this guy sits here, I haven't seen him working too much since the last few days. You really put your headphones and you zone out and really focus on that, and you're enjoying what you do.
Yeah, especially when I write. I tend to space out and kind of
you're the biggest meditator in the world.
Yeah.
It's like,
but he just doesn't want to admit it.
Meditation man, Mr. Meditator.
Yeah, he is.
It's like a superfood.
Like broccoli.
You're eating superfoods.
You don't need to freaking label it and be cool.
Okay, this guy is the biggest meditator in the world and the biggest fan of superfood, broccoli and cauliflower, especially.